Hi everyone, this is Donna, the Technology and Media Librarian at Upper Arlington Public Library. I'm here with another of our virtual technology programs about cloud services. This is the first in our Basics of OneDrive series, another cloud storage and document creation service that you can access for free or with your existing Microsoft account. So we're looking at the OneDrive home screen once you're logged in, and if you're wondering what is OneDrive and why might you consider using it, know that OneDrive is a cloud storage service from Microsoft through which you can back up your personal documents, your personal photos, or other files. It also provides you access to Office for the web, which includes some of the components of the Microsoft Office software suite. And then this will provide you with a few additional productivity apps like a to-do list, a calendar, and then the OneNote note-taking service. So this is very similar to Dropbox in that it provides you with cloud storage, which also allows you to share files. And if you're familiar with Google Drive, or if you've already seen our Basics of iCloud series for the Apple Cloud Storage, OneDrive is going to feel pretty similar because it also offers web software that lets you create documents. So that's Word, Excel, and PowerPoint for the web. If you are not a OneDrive user currently, you might be wondering also what's required to sign up. I'm just going to come over here to the OneDrive homepage for Microsoft. If you already have a Microsoft account, and that includes having an Outlook email account or a Hotmail account, even a Skype account, if you already have access to OneDrive, you can use that account information to sign into your OneDrive account by clicking here on the blue sign in button. You can even create an account with Microsoft for the purposes of accessing OneDrive. So if you were to click sign up for free on this link here, it'll pop you out to this tab. It'll ask you to create an account using your email address, or you can sign up for an Outlook.com email address by clicking that create new email address button. And then so you'll create a new email which will be assigned an Outlook.com address, and you can use that to log into OneDrive and an Outlook account. Or you can just use another email address like your personal Gmail or your Yahoo accounts, and that will create the Microsoft account for you. You'll also notice back here, I'm just going to close out on this tab, you'll notice over here it says See Plans and Pricing. Highly recommend that you click on this link and take a look at what the pricing options are for OneDrive. I'll also provide a link to that in our downloadable resources as part of this program. Your free OneDrive account will provide up to 5 gigabytes of free storage, but to exceed that 5 gigabyte capacity, you will need to enter a pricing plan with Microsoft, and those details are included here on this page. So again, I'll go ahead and link to that for you with our downloadable handouts that are available on the library's media services page. So how do you get to your OneDrive account? You can access OneDrive from your web browser, which is what I'm doing in this program today. And then the web address is just onedrive.com. I'm already on there, but I'm going to go ahead and click anyway so you can see what it looks like. And once you get to the login page, you can see I'm already logged in. So I'm just going to briefly pause this video so I can show you exactly what it looks like when you're logging in for the first time. Click on our sign in button. It's going to take us to the next screen where I can enter the email address associated with my Microsoft account. And again, if you have not already signed up for an account, you can click here to create one, and it'll have you either create an account using an existing email address or by creating an Outlook account for yourself. So we're back in our OneDrive account. One thing I do want to mention so that you can keep this in mind as you watch this series of videos, we are touring the web browser version of OneDrive, but if you have a smartphone or a tablet, whether that's Apple or Android, you can download the OneDrive app from your device's app store, whether that's the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. And with that app, you can still access your files and upload new files to your OneDrive account. Because OneDrive is a cloud-based storage system, it will sync across all of the devices that are logged into the same OneDrive account. So if you make a change here, it'll be reflected on the app on your smartphone or tablet, and vice versa. So just note that that is a possibility for you if you are using a tablet or a smartphone to access OneDrive. This is the web version of OneDrive. We're going to explore its layout in this video. as you can see, once you're signed in, this is the first screen that will appear for you, and that's My Files. So if you upload any files to OneDrive, they will be accessible from this main screen. It has all of the files that you upload. And you can also see that OneDrive automatically adds two general folders. One is called Documents, one is called Pictures. If you're a Windows PC user, these folders probably feel very familiar because they're standard as part of the Windows File Explorer. But you don't have to use Documents and you don't have to use Pictures to store your documents and pictures. As you can see in this and future videos, you'll actually be able to create your own folders, and you can provide those folders with unique names to store your files. You can create subfolders within folders to better organize your files. These are available to get you started, but they're not the end-all be-all for folders. Also here in the center of the screen is something called Personal Vault. This is unique to OneDrive. It's a file storage area that's intended for very secure documents, and as a result requires that you apply additional security measures to access the files within Personal Vault. That can be a text message or an email or a PIN that you assign. And I'm not going to go into any detail on Personal Vaults in this series of videos except to let you know that it exists. In particular, it's because if you're using the free version of OneDrive, which I am, you are limited in the number of files that you can upload into this vault. But we will link to the instructions on how to establish protection layers if you're interested in exploring this further. Microsoft has a very robust support center that will provide you with a lot of step-by-step instructions on getting started, not just with Personal Vault, but with other details of using OneDrive. So again, we'll link to that in the downloadable handouts available on our website. So otherwise, on this side of the screen, I want to show you all of the different menus that you can access. So this is to change your display view. Obviously, we're here in My Files. That's everything that's contained here in OneDrive. Then Recent, you'll find your recently opened or recently created or recently accessed files. You can see I have a couple here from March. Here in Photos, you can see all of the photos that you have uploaded to your Microsoft OneDrive account. You can see this one's quite a bit older, but it is the only photo that I currently have in this little test account. Here, if you click on this menu icon to get out of Photos, you can click to get back to this OneDrive menu, navigational menu. You can click here for Shared. Shared is any of the shared files or folders that you've sent to others for collaborative purposes. And then here you have your Recycle Bin, which is, again, if you're a Microsoft user or PC user, you know that Recycle Bin is your trash. So you can delete files permanently from this Recycle Bin, or you can restore them while they are still in the Recycle Bin to add them back to your My Files, which is where I'm going to head right now. Up here, top left corner, you have a search option. So you can do a keyword search for a file or to search the contents of a file for the search phrase that you've entered. And then what I really want to highlight up here at the top is this app launcher. If you click, you get a menu of all of the apps that are available to you as part of your OneDrive account. So right now we're in the OneDrive section. You can always click to switch back and forth between apps, but you can access the online versions of Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. And then again, you have OneNote, To Do, and Calendar for your organizational, your productivity needs. And then you can even click here on All Apps to see everything that's available. In this and the next video, we're really just going to focus on creating documents, spreadsheets, or presentations using Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, but you can definitely explore each of the features available here just by clicking All Apps and then clicking to select and sort of view the layout of those apps. And then to get back, you just want to click that App button again, and you're back here in OneDrive. Up along the top of the screen here, you have your New button. This is where you can create a new folder so that you can organize the files that you upload or that you create. And then speaking of creating files, you can also create new files using the Office Online software here under the New button as well. So you can click to see all the different types of files that you can create. Word obviously is Microsoft Word, which is word processing software. Excel allows you to create spreadsheets for calculations. PowerPoint is presentations. OneDrive is a digital notebook that you can create and then again sync across devices to keep track of notes that you've taken or to-do lists that you've organized. And then you have Forms here, which is for creating online web forms. create surveys, create quizzes, create polls, and finally you can create plain text documents using this plain text document creation button right here. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a document completely free of any formatting. So the online versions of these programs are not quite as robust as you would find in the desktop software versions. Of course, Publisher is missing from this list. Publisher, the desktop publishing software from Microsoft, is not available here through the OneDrive or the Office for the web. But you will find that a lot of the features necessary to produce basic documents are all present in each of these software programs. So with each of them, again, you can create a file, you can upload files to edit them, you can download them back to your personal device, and you can share them to send to others. So we're going to demonstrate how you do that with Microsoft Word for the web. I'm going to click, it'll open up Word in a new tab in our web browser. And just from OneDrive, when you create a file, a new file, it'll always start with a blank document. But if we click on the File tab here on the left side of our screen, we can also create a document using a template by clicking this New button, and then we can scroll through some available templates that are right here. For now, I'm going to keep this as a blank document, but especially if you're using Microsoft Word to create a resume, chronological resume is one of the templates available, and you can plug in your own information in order to create a resume from scratch. So that's really handy. It's all pre-formatted for you. Click on this back button to get back to our blank document. At the top of the document, you'll see a modified version of the Office ribbon. So the ribbon in Microsoft Word, Excel, or PowerPoint groups all of the commands that you can use to edit a document or change the layout of a document. So it's sort of, like I said, a modified version, but there are several commands that are available. So you can click Insert, Layout, References, Reviews. So you've got spell check is still available, word count, obviously the clipboard, so you can cut, copy, paste, and edit the font and the font size or color of your documents. So you can also up here see that it's a blank document. It's got a generic document name, document 1. It says here it's saved to OneDrive. So as soon as I created this, it's already saved in my cloud storage. So there is this version of this file is already in OneDrive and anywhere that I'm accessing OneDrive, which is fantastic. Everything saves automatically. It backs up for you automatically. I'll also show you how that looks in the File button, because as I said, you can download each individual file that you create, whether you want to download in the original format, which is Microsoft Word, or if you want to send it as a PDF document to someone, you can download your OneDrive files, again from this File menu, and then if you click on Save As, you can see you can download a Word copy to your computer, you can download a PDF copy, but here it tells you where's the Save button. There is no Save button. OneDrive automatically saves your file as you make edits, as you type, as you change something. Again, that is just so efficient if you are creating a very long document or if you're working on something and you need to be able to access it from anywhere at any time. It is constantly backing up for you to your OneDrive. So that's just a huge bonus for anyone who kind of struggles to be working on a document in Word and have to stop and go back and hit Save or Control S on your keyboard. So this means that you don't have to do that. So we'll talk a little bit more about how all of this works in our next videos, but just know that it's number 1, constantly saving, and number 2, available for you to get a hard copy back to your computer in either Word or PDF form. So what we'll do next is close out our Word document. We're going to go back to OneDrive so I can show you our Upload button here, also at the top of the screen. If you have files stored on your computer or on external storage, like a flash drive or external hard drive, you can upload those files or an entire folder's worth of files to OneDrive by clicking on the Upload button and then selecting Files or Folder. Again, we'll demonstrate that in the next video, how you can store files. But yes, you can do an entire folder's worth of files, and it will organize them in the way that you have your folder organized on your computer. And then the final things to point out before we end this video are your screen views on the right side of the screen. Sorry, I do know my right from my left. You're going to click your sort options. Here I have my files sorted by name, but you can change them to the date that they were modified or file size. Can be very helpful if you're trying to be really conscious of your storage space and how much storage space you have left in OneDrive. And then here you can change your view options. Right now they're set to tiles. I prefer list so I can see some more details on what my files are, when they were last modified, have I shared them or not. And again, here's your file size, so you can pinpoint really large documents if you want to consider deleting them or downloading them back to local storage to make room in OneDrive. And then here you can see activity details, and that can be activities for a specific file, or you can see general activity for your OneDrive account. And here you can see the last few things that I've done on this account were create documents, as a test. So that's the basic layout for your OneDrive screen, but I would be remiss if I did not mention the following. Here on the left side of the screen, always be keeping an eye on how much storage you have, especially if you're using the free version. Here we have 5 gigabytes of free storage, which is pretty large compared to, for example, Dropbox's free file storage capacity is 2 gigabytes. If you signed up for the basic iCloud web version, it's only 1 gigabyte. So 5 gigabytes is a lot larger than those offer. However, you do want to make sure that you're not uploading, especially if you're uploading folders worth of files, that you're not uploading to exceed your storage capacity. So as you upload files, just keep an eye on this section here so you know how much is available for you to still upload and organize. So in the next video, we are going to focus on uploading files so we can store them, on how we create documents using Office for the web, and then on how we can share files. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you for the next video.